Hi, I'm Abby, and this is my best friend and husband, David. We met in kindergarten and grew up in a small town outside of DC. In 2016, we got married, and 4 months later, the Air Force moved us to Spangdahlem, Germany. During the 3 years we spent in Germany, we were able to go on so many amazing adventures. We visited over a dozen countries, and David made me hike in most of them. We had amazing food, saw so many historical sites, and made lifelong friends that we are still obsessed with today. But the most important thing to happen to us while we were in Germany was the Lord blessing us with Malachi, the sweetest little boy and honestly the star of the show. Last October, the Air Force sent us to Alamogordo, New Mexico, so we packed up our lives and started all over again. So what are we doing here now? Let me give you some backstory. David and I love Disney. I grew up going with my family, and I was able to do the Disney College program in 2015, so when we got married, that obsession became contagious, and I was thrilled when David became just as in love with Disney as I was. So we went as often as we could. We collected so much Disney memorabilia until it became our own little family's tradition as well. David and I have always had this drive to do and see and be so many different things. We joke about not having enough lives to live out all of the different versions of ourselves that we'd like to. So when David joined the Air Force, the probable number of versions became less and less. We focused on the ones that mattered. The versions of us as husband and wife learning to live with and for each other. The versions of us as parents to the best human being in the world. And the versions of us traveling the world and taking chances. There were dreams that we had both tucked away. I dreamed of a purposeful job. David dreamed of having a more individual freedom in his career. We both dreamed of being able to settle down somewhere and not have to move every 3 years. We dreamed of being near family and old friends. One of my dreams was to end up at Disney, both living and working. It was one that I had planned to bring back out when our kids were grown and we could retire somewhere. So when this amazing man of mine hit the ground running at the idea of moving to Orlando when his contract with the Air Force was up, I couldn't believe that I was this blessed to be able to live out so many of my dreams. So here we are, taking a giant leap of faith towards another version of ourselves, trusting in the Lord and working to create a life that our little one loves. We would love it if you would follow along on our journey.